Good morning, good evening, Das Vidanias and salivations. This is Joshua Peltier. I am 75% of Omjj.
Jay. Yeah, right. Y'all know the truth.
Joshua Peltier and
Jessica Lewis. What's up, guys?
And these are her beautiful people.
Andrea and Andre is with an S.
Yes.
Cooke with an E.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's funny their name should be Cooke because they be cooking. If you ever seen Breaking Bad. So introduce yourselves. What do y'all do? What makes y'all so fascinating?
Let's start with Andrea. Andrea, what are your specialties in life? What's your vision, your purpose? Why do you think God put you here?
That's 6 questions.
It's all the same.
It's a loaded question.
Just ask her one question.
No, it's okay. I got it. So I'm Andrea Cooke. I am almost 39 years old. I am the mother of 8. I'm his wife. Co-owner of the Southern Center for Choice Theory. Mm-hmm. I'm a therapist there or a counselor in training. And we have the Cooke Shop.
Yes, we do.
I am very passionate about helping this community move forward.
Excellent. And so, Andreas, how about you?
I'm a jack of all trades pretty much.
What's your name is Andreas?
It is.
That's Jack. Wait a minute. Your name is Andrea?
Yes.
And Andre is?
Andreas.
That really happened? Y'all changed our names? Seriously?
We just went to the best university.
Yes.
The best HBCU ever.
You know there's a bunch of
but yeah, there was no planning of the names.
Who's number one?
Not y'all.
Fort Valley State.
And what?
In Georgia.
In Georgia,
I just saw an article recently.
It's been several.
Yeah, it's the number one state school.
Yep.
Public HBCU.
You know what's graduates the most African Americans?
HBCUs.
His school. Just move on from
Georgia State graduates the most African Americans.
Good for them.
Period.
But we weren't talking about Georgia State. We were talking about
HBCUs does the most PhDs.
True. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to be the most successful, go to a black school if you're black. The numbers are not even close.
Yeah.
People who go to predominantly white institutions.
I'm not about to. We're not about to have.
I'm just saying,
it's not even close. It's not even close. All the CEOs, they all went to HBCUs.
Well, let's move on.
Okay, but anyway, my skill set and everything I do, like Andrea said, we're a married couple, married going on 16 years, 8 beautiful kids. Co-owner with her with the Southern Center. She brought me into that, which was interesting. Been doing that for going on 9 years.
You trying to say you didn't want to do it or something?
No, well, the way the opportunity came about or whatever. 10.
Yeah, we've
well, it'd be.
You said she forced you to do it.
No. She didn't force me to do it.
Because you're a man.
This is funny. Co-owner, she encouraged me to, because I had we had previous experience with another council of business, and I did operations and marketing and all that stuff for that. But anyway, co-owner the Cooke Shop with her, but she's CEO of that. I like to tell people that.
So what is your C?
He's CFO.
Oh, which one's more important?
Both of them are important.
They're both, yin and yang.
Yeah, there's no I in team, so you know.
In other languages, they do use an I in team.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm stepping out for a quick second.
Can't get anywhere with I. Mm-hmm. But also I do the Baghdad radio show, Make It Big FM, artist development, marketing, consultation, things of that nature.
Oh, I said shit.
But yeah.
Right there. Okay, so let's just fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to know about this Cooke thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second thing they want to know about. But everybody want to know about how y'all got all these daggone kids.
I mean, the process is the same for everybody.
Yeah, you just do it and you make kids.
Yeah. Did you say just do it a bunch of times?
They just do
it a bunch of times.
And that is that daggone session on sex therapy.
I mean,
just do it a bunch of times. Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Was it a plan? Was it thought about? Did you say,
No, I said I wanted none.
enough?
No, I said I didn't want any kids.
Really?
I really didn't.
Break that down.
I'm the youngest of 5, and all of my older siblings had children by the time that I was going to college, and I was really good at being an aunt, and so that's what I wanted to do. And then I dated Andreas for maybe 4 months, and then I was pregnant. So
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, we're not trying to judge nobody here.
Mm-hmm.
But you mean tell me y'all did the nasty and you weren't married?
absolutely.
Is this happens at HBCUs? Does this happen?
This happened everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah, I know this way.
that's the norm. That's status quo.
Right.
But
And our baby,
yeah.
our oldest is in our wedding picture. So
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you all are 38 and
30.
well, we're both 38.
We're
right
both
now.
38 right now, but she'll be 39 next month.
Okay, fantastic. You a Libra?
I am.
Son of a blackball Libra. But you're an October Libra. They a little bit different. Y'all still
What
work
is
out
that,
there. Y'all still
October
cool. My
What
birthday
are-
was
what are
24.
you?
A Libra. The most dominant of the Libras.
I mean, you are a whole lot.
Well, it's better to be in a whole less. God dang it, I'll tell
That
you
is
much.
true. That is true. Yes, I'm a subdued Libra.
Conversations, maybe. Maybe later. Okay. So, how is it raising 8 kids?
Never dull.
Never dull.
Never dull. No, it's like a reality show on its own. You know,
Have
people
y'all
call
been
me.
taking yourself?
We have
No,
not.
we actually, you know,
We've
we
thought
thought
about
about
it.
that because people keep telling us we need to have our own reality
That's
show.
a good
Um,
idea.
people call me all the time because we're full-time entrepreneurs, and like you'll hear our kids in the background. We really can't get away from them, so you know, I'm like, unless you call during school
Your
time.
postings are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
She'll have she'll be the baby right here. While she she said, I can't get away from him. And they look like the baby's attached to her face. It's the most funniest thing ever. Oh my
What's the
gosh.
youngest?
She'll
Two.
be 3
She'll
next
be 3.
month.
Not the month after next. It's
Y'all
still
gonna be raising
September.
kids forever.
No,
Forever,
close to ever.
ever.
Yeah.
My friend is 50
Okay.
and she has 5-year-old twins.
Mm.
that's a lot of faces she can.
And see, y'all still young, so by the time y'all 50, the kids will be pretty
I mean,
old,
like
you know?
14 will be like our youngest. So
Yeah,
that's
good.
I think we did it right.
I think you all did too. The best thing about I think what's happening here is you all are doing this thing together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Nah, I don't want no more. Nah, well, we got pregnant. Okay, let's have a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's pretty much like I'm a huge proponent. I'm extremely pro-choice. But most people, their automatic assumption is that we're going to be, you know, we're gonna like not want people to get abortions because we've had so many kids. I think women should have the right to choose to do whatever they want to with their bodies. My choice was to have my kids.
That's right.
Yeah, and from a communication standpoint, he was on board with it.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a choice.
Well,
No, he really didn't.
okay. He didn't have a choice in you having the babies or not, but he had a choice if he still wanted to be around to be with you.
That was
to
his,
have them
that part
babies.
was his choice. I'm pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
that's
just,
obvious.
I love it.
I'm just saying.
I
like,
can't disagree with that.
I'm
I can see that.
I support him in everything that he does.
Mhm.
I don't hold him back from anything that he wants to do. When he decided he wanted to quit the railroad, which was great money, great benefits, I was behind him 100%.
Why you keep putting about the money and the benefits?
Because it
Let it
was-
go.
No,
I mean-
it was great. I'm like, I quit a $70,000 job, but actually I could probably max out around 85 if I work, overtime and all that.
But you'll
I
kill
was-
yourself.
Yeah, you will. And I was tired of it. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always that's the way I was just brought up. I was the best salesperson with any retail job
I can see
during high
that.
school. I was selling candy, snacks, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Just
probably
to-
selling candy to people with no teeth.
Yeah, I would.
You are the official drug dealer.
Well, hey, that's a business.
Hustler.
Yeah,
That's
You
right.
just got to be able to translate those skills.
Yeah, that's real.
yeah. Go
But
ahead,
yeah,
Justin.
but I was like, she saw it. I was like, I'm just tired. My work performance sucked the last 2 years. I was calling off of work to where they put me on what they call on the street or whatever because it was a union job. So my job wasn't vanished. I just temporarily suspended without pay.
he was basically fired for 30 days.
Yeah, at a time.
But-
And I did that a couple of times.
And this is what's so amazing because you have situations like this where the husband may be burnt out, stressed out, just sick of everything, and then the wife or the girlfriend over say, we got all these kids, you can't stop working.
Yeah.
But it flipped, so you supported him no matter what the situation was, and that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
That's where the communication and the foundation of love should begin, because you care more about his livelihood, his sanity, than the dollar.
Right.
Y'all figure out how to make it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he dead,
Yeah.
you're gonna be by yourself.
Taking care of all the kids.
All 12 of them kids.
Yeah.
It started with 8, now I got 12.
So kudos to that.
Trying to tell you 4 more's on the way.
You have some more kids?
No.
8 is enough.
8 is that's a perfect number.
2 is enough, really.
That's a perfect day for you.
Y'all just want to get extra credit.
Call it 8 is enough. I like it.
I might write it down.
I know.
It's the infinity.
Well, the good thing about what I hear too is that, this is our couples power couple edition. So we wanted to showcase couples that have that synchrony, that are supportive of each other, that are doing business together, raising families and everything without skipping beats. And that's impressive. So y'all definitely beat out all the other couples having 8 kids, having 8 children, and
we had a certificate, but we
multiple
didn't spell all your
businesses.
kids' names.
Yeah, like seriously. I probably all Andre and Andreas. I wouldn't be. What's all y'all children
They
names?
begin with A.
Oh,
Say it
A's.
fast.
Mhm.
I knew, so y'all did the
Andreas
old
Jr.,
Anais.
Anais, Adeline, Aubrey, Adonis.
He gotta think of the
Avery.
names, y'all.
Yeah, hey,
He got them written on his arm.
sometimes I have the Emery
Is
and
that with
Avery.
Emery's with an A.
AE.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just point on you. A-U.
Yeah, well,
You know.
the funny part is that's typical with families. It's
Mhm.
like, I
I
don't
mean,
know
they
they
know who I'm talking
I
to
can't
'cause I'm
remember
looking
their
at 'em.
birthdays,
Yeah.
names. You know who I'm
Yeah, I
talking
be
to.
forgetting their birthdays and stuff. When I take it to the doctor and stuff, I have to ask them, "What's your birthday again?" And they tell me the other ones too. So, hey,
I
don't
love
forget
it.
my children's birthdays.
Ain't no,
That's
my
a
father,
mother
my father
thing.
get my birthday every year. He called me in December. Happy birthday. Man, my birthday is September, dude.
But you're like,
Man.
aren't you like 50?
No.
He almost there.
Like, no 50.
He almost there.
Y'all
Don't
made me
be.
say something in a different language you didn't understand.
Don't even act like you ain't hitting it.
I am
though.
not hitting on 50.
Oh, okay.
Now the,
Why is that a
I
bad
look- I
thing?
look
though?
Ain't
forward
that's a
to it.
bad thing. People always think I'm a lot younger than what I is.
Okay. I don't know about all that.
But back to what I was about to say with the
Yes,
names.
Let's get back to the topic.
By doing the A's,
Mhm.
that is subconsciously forming a union
Unit.
with your family for the rest of y'all's lives.
Right.
I have a friend who, her family, everybody was named after somebody in the family, but her name was different. And she feels different
Yeah.
Separate.
just because her name is different. And it's not that the crazy name. She's like, I felt like I was an outcast just because I didn't get the same.
yeah, because
You
they
know,
started this pattern.
wasn't connected.
And-
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So kudos to that. There's a science behind it
Oh, really?
that'll keep your family at a tight knit just because I got the first letter.
Yeah,
It's a
a
beautiful
lot of
thing.
lot of letters.
Yeah.
We got
Communication is where
like
it's at.
all the girls are ACC, the boys are ARC, and then we have various vowels and stuff too that
See,
we
y'all
all
even thought
share.
this whole thing through. Now, whose idea was that?
More of a Andrea, but I went along and I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and continue this, and just keep the trend going.
Yep.
Nice. I love it. That's
Awesome
amazing. So let's get into the business side
Mhm.
of what you all do. So you have the cook shop.
Mhm.
You're at the counseling center. You
Mhm.
have FM radio. You
Mhm.
have don't you have another one outside
Yeah,
of that too?
the Bank Dot Radio Show and Making Vivid Film. One's a podcast radio show that I can do. Then the other one's a digital radio station streaming 24/7.
Awesome. So let's go back to the one that you all have together, the cook
Mhm.
shop, and then we'll
Mhm.
make our way to the counseling center and to the radio stuff. What made you all come up with this particular idea?
Actually, it was Andrea's idea. Our oldest daughter has a genetic disorder where seizures are like the symptoms of her disorder. So in trying to, we're really help conscious into natural medicine and just really living the best potential life that you can naturally. We were going through this process where it was a trial and error, trying out like CBD products from like what was it, Denver and Washington State and all this.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
it was
everywhere.
legal.
And learning that process, most people get caught up with just the 3 letters CBD. And what Andrea discovered, and I discovered, is that you need full spectrum hemp. So you had the CBD, the CBG, the CBN, the terpenes, the entire profile of the actual plant itself. They're making way more money off of people than they should, and that's why you're getting so many different mixed reviews, especially when you go online and read, because they're just taking a component out of a compound and using it as an isolate to make their products. Right. So our daughter, she was getting mixed reviews. Some of the stuff would seem like it would work, but then it would stop, or it wouldn't work at all. So Andrea developed relationships. It got expensive too.
It is expensive.
It was crazy amount.
Yeah.
I won't name them, but one of the ones we use is huge. The child that it was based off of was from Macon, and it was $200 for a bottle, 30 milliliters. And I remember we were in Maine, and my daughter was having a pretty serious seizure, a grand mal, and usually, like with some of the things that we had tried, we could give her the oil sublingually, and then she would calm. I mean, it was just like throwing water. And then I quickly realized that I was spending a lot of money and not really getting any good results. So then I go to school. I'm working on my PhD. So I'm getting my PhD in Antioch, which is in New Hampshire. And in New Hampshire, hemp is legal, and it's about 10 miles from Vermont, where they just have fields of hemp and cannabis, THC-laden cannabis just growing. So I went to a farmer's market and saw hemp growing, and I'm like, okay, I want this. I mean, I can pay $30 for 10 stalks.
How about that? Wow.
I mean, and they're taller. They're 6 feet tall.
Good nitro.
That's amazing.
But I'm paying. I mean, and then one little bud is basically what's in a bottle of
CBD.
of the CBD stuff that we were buying, and I'm like, I can make her enough medicine.
Yeah.
And then that worked. Like there was no. So now where we got started was buying the flower, grinding it, putting it in capsules for her. Okay. And if she doesn't have it, then she has seizures. I mean, even with the amount of, she still takes pharmaceutical medications, and a lot of it, and there's some terrible side effects. And but if she doesn't have that hemp, then she still seizes regardless.
Wow.
So we got it started because of the affordability.
Yeah.
And then wanted to bring this to other parents who need it.
I'm sorry, because I looked at the register. There's 6,000 Georgia residents that are registered to be able to carry the marijuana medical card, and they can't even get access to the oils and stuff.
Ain't no product,
Well, exactly. But then even the products that they're getting, they're not. You know what I'm saying? They're not the best that they can be.
Right.
They're like selling you the low bar when they should be selling you the high bar, especially with people who have those medical conditions. And when Andrea was going through, and I'm like, we're testing out products, we giving them to family members and friends and stuff, and they were loving it. I was like, man, we could turn this whole thing into a business, exactly, and expand. So, and then when Andrea's creativity with the product itself, so expanded from just doing the capsules to the oils to the soaps to the teas, coffee. I'm like, you can infuse hemp and full spectrum hemp into pretty much everything. And that's the benefit that people need. I'm like, not even just for medical reasons, but just for overall people who have stress, anxiety, depression, ADHD, and all that. I'm like, y'all taking these pharmaceuticals that are going to make you, especially kids. I don't like when doctors just throw medicine at kids. I'm like, man, these drugs are one molecule away from crack and all that. And these are why they can't function as adults.
That's right.
Because you put kids on Ritalin and all that stuff for like years. Wow. So then you expect them to go out in society and function.
Right. They become addicted to it.
Exactly.
Then when they don't get it, they get mad. And there's a side effect in that. Yeah, then you got to get another drug to counteract that side effect, which you created from taking the Ritalin in the first place.
Yep.
Right. And then they don't sleep, so then you got to get another medication. And I'm not down on anybody whose choice this is to, if this is the only thing that you can do. But when you know better, you do better.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
That's called wisdom. Everybody ain't got that.
Absolutely.
Are you all firm believers that stuff happens for a reason?
Absolutely, I do.
Because the way I look at you all's situation, it's sad what happened to your daughter, and she's dealing with her condition. But from her having her condition, you all have the ability now to help a lot of other people who are dealing with similar situations, because food is life.
Food is life.
And anything that comes out of the ground has got to be good for you in some kind of way. It wouldn't be planted if it was bad.
Right.
It's how it's processed and how it's manufactured what makes it bad. So you all were forced into a situation to deal with this. Now you all turning what happened with your daughter into a business, and you get to help people at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, and the best thing about it is, going back to communication standpoint, you all took a negative and made it into a super positive. Because you could have been down and out, depressed the whole time, what we're going to do, upset.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't stay there.
Right.
Yeah.
The challenge is when I tell people all the time, the only thing that keeps your past alive are your thoughts. So if you feel like being in that space, then you're going to constantly think about, oh, woe is me, woe is me. Okay, the world going to keep on spinning regardless.
Yeah.
So what you going to do?
And that's the truth.
I mean, the fact that you all did not give up, kudos. And y'all doing extremely well now, according to Jessica.
Yeah.
On the money they making.
Well, let's talk about some of these products that you have here today. So, if you could tell the viewers about what y'all have sitting here on the table.
Well, we have to start off. We have soaps. Andrea loves making soaps.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, and like I sell all the products. She makes them, I sell them. That's how we complement one another.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like she's taught me how to make the soaps, but that's
You
only
ain't doing
because I don't mind doing it. I just like to fulfill the orders.
Yeah.
So I can go make more orders.
Yeah.
And fulfill those.
Make more money.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Y'all got a system.
exactly. We got a system.
Whatever
So
works.
people love the soaps because they're natural.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then she came up with the clever idea to put make the soap ingredients around the loofah. So they use this. It's like going to having a spa day in your shower.
I love it. If
Then you have
guys
one with the
can't
massage
see,
as well.
It has the little indentations on it.
Yeah, I don't know what those are for, though.
That's a
It's
massage.
a massage when you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you. For that.
Well, what did you think it was?
Y'all
No,
remember
never
who we're
mind.
dealing with here.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Then we have the hibiscus tea. So it has hemp in it too, stevia, hibiscus, nice calming sensation, relaxation. I have people who use it, and with that particular strand that's in it, it's lifter. And like we know all about the strands and stuff too. So not only can you come to us and get various products, but we can also tell you exactly what's in it and why you need to use it.
And it's all organic.
All organic. And then we also have the coffee, which is just the organic medium dark roast coffee, 1 to 10 ratio. Same thing as the tea. It's gonna give you calm. I know people who take it, they go to like Geico and places like that where it's a high stress environment. They're able to function.
You need it at that point.
You do.
I'm
worked
editing out
there.
that word.
Yes,
I
please
worked
do.
there.
Edit out
That
that
place
word.
is stress city.
Yes,
They
It
clock
is.
every single thing. Okay, you bring your break 15 minutes and 14 seconds.
I've worked out there. I worked
I
at the
did
emergency
too.
road
So it was-
service, and I was like, yeah, this is why it turns
that
over
out
so
too.
much.
Oh yeah, it's the highest turnover.
And
Yeah.
then I have what I like to call these hemp-rets. They're like cigarettes, but they're it's hemp, lavender, stevia. Sometimes include rose petals
So
as
it
well.
tastes good too.
Yeah.
There's a nice aroma smell to it. You're not gonna get cancer by smoking it. So doesn't have nicotine in it or
Then
anything
that
like that.
5,000 chemicals.
No,
Right.
it does not. It
Good
has
Jesus.
4 at the most.
Wow, that's amazing. And you can
Yeah.
pronounce them.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And they grow. I'm like naturally. I'm like lavender grows.
And everything you have here, let's get it right, is legal.
Yes.
Yeah, hemp is legal.
Hemp is legal.
Bam!
It's legal in all 50 states. The only problems you're facing in Georgia is actually growing it because the USDA and the FDA
Yeah.
cultivation.
It's money.
But you can. I'm
That's
like
not.
you can.
That's not the only issue. There's.
Well-
The other issue is that it smells and looks
Like
just
marijuana.
like marijuana. So.
Yeah, but I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, whatever. They're sister plants, so of course it's gonna smell and look like.
yeah.
But you know, that's law enforcement. They got to figure that out.
Well,
Well, I mean,
No,
you
what
have
I'm
to think
saying-
about, you know, the social justice impact. And so,
Right.
it depending upon what you look like, they may do a little bit more research into what you have. But otherwise, they're just going to, you just be arrested.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna leave that to no comment.
Right. So these are some really great products. And so, how do one purchase this? Do they send a smoke?
That's cute. That's cute.
I had to throw that
No, they
in
can go to the website. I actually we had to change it because PayPal thought we were selling marijuana, so they stopped the merchant transactions or whatever. So I went to Square. So I changed the website.
Yeah, Square don't care.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Hey, they process
I know
everything. And
people
I'm
that
like,
sell everything for using a
Okay.
credit
Well,
card.
Squares off.
Square don't care.
yeah. But let's see the website, Cooke with an E hyphen shop with 2 P's and an E. .square.site. That's the site. Or they can, you know, the number is 478-250-1244. Or they can hit up the Facebook page, the Cooke Shop, spaces in between the words. Instagram, the.cook.shop on Instagram. And there's email as well, the same way, the.cook.shop@gmail. Yeah, or when they see me out, I do all the events.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm out there and I'm like, people, they can call, hey, place an order, send you invoice, I'll process you over the phone. I don't care. I get the money. I do Cash App. I do it all.
Well, he said, throw it in the air. I'm going to catch it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
getting
like
it.
that.
He only hit the ground first.
That's right.
Hell no.
It won't even touch
It won't even hit the
ground.
ground. A nickel won't not hit
If
the
the
ground.
music playing, it ain't hit the ground.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That's great. And I know that our time is soon coming to an end because I know y'all had another engagement.
What
but
time is it?
It's way past our time. It's
You gotta be here at
10:20.
10:30.
Yeah, it's 10:20.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I went to a weed wedding before in Denver. It was amazing.
They have, I mean, there's places that are specialty
Yes.
locations. Like we were in Maine. The way that they deliver the product, I mean, it's just,
it's when I was standing next to a police officer and a guy who was darker than me because I'm pretty dark. He came up and he started smoking a joint right in front of him, and they were having
You
a
was shell-shocked,
conversation.
weren't you?
I was like, "What the, dude?" He was like, "Wait," just blowing it. But at the wedding, they said everybody go to the barn. Now let me back it up. The wedding was had by a guy who had his own distillery and his own shop, and he was worth $12 million. And he was only in business for 2 years.
yeah, it's
And he was
quick.
rolling. But the wedding probably cost about $500,000 altogether. It was awesome. But you go to this barn, we in the barn, and the lady says, well, "How do you want to feel?" And he said, "I want to feel calm and relaxed." There's 4 jars. She takes it out. She grinds it up. She rolls the joint. She lights it and gives it to him.
Yeah, they're called butt tenders.
I have never in my life seen
I
that.
love it. That's dope.
They had candy. They had coffee. They had everything.
Yeah.
But you know, they made $5 billion the first year.
Yeah,
The state.
yeah. I mean, imagine what that would do for our education.
Exactly. Exactly.
We need money, and there's a solution. And so I think that what's going to happen with legislation in Georgia may be slow to it, but other states are going to move very quickly on it because of what you just said. They
coming.
understand that it's going to help.
Money.
I mean, but look, Macon
economic
specifically.
landscape.
I mean, 44.7% concentrated poverty.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense because there's so many people in Macon that have a large amount of money, and then there's so many people who
Don't
have
have
absolutely
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
Don't let me get started with that. That's just okay. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, we're going to move on.
Yeah. Back it up real quick. Now you said Fort Valley is participating.
Fort Valley was
yeah,
one of the chosen
yeah.
sites. Them and UGA and Fort Valley are the only 2 land grant universities in the state of,
So they're actually cultivating it. They're growing it. Or what are they doing?
for research purposes.
Awesome.
And to eventually get it to distribution to people who have those cards.
Wonderful. We can talk all day. I got about 50 more questions, but I know y'all got to go.
Yeah. So thank y'all for coming on the show today. Maybe we can do a part 2 that will have the information about the counseling and all the media stuff and music stuff that you do. You guys are more than welcome to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, their actual website. Shoot them an email. Find them. Try the products. I've tried some of them.
She
I
loves
love the
them.
pills. I love it. The
She's
cookies
an
is
addict.
I'm not an addict.
She's
but
hooked.
I appreciate it because I personally suffer with stress and anxiety. So your product was very helpful to me because I was like, it got to be something out here, and I am not taking medicine. I
know that's right.
stopped going to therapy. Like I'm like, it got to be something else because the money that you shoot out.
You say you stopped going to therapy?
I saw your face do that.
Yeah, I stopped going to therapy. I've been going to therapy since I was 8 years old.
Are you trying to say you don't need therapy anymore?
I'm not saying I don't need it, but I don't have a
Probably
therapist.
have to find the right therapist.
I would say
I need a
probably
better therapist.
That's the thing.
Yeah. It's a bunch
we
of
talked
raggedy
about
ones.
that.
Yeah.
Me and him
Yeah.
talked about that a lot. You can be in therapy, but that don't mean your therapist is right
Raggedy.
for you or
Right.
even is helping you get through what you need to get through.
Yeah.
So.
We definitely have to come back because I have to talk to you about that.
We
Because
did, yeah.
We've seen a lot of
There's such a stigma of therapy. Just the word therapy makes people feel bad.
That's
It does.
But I firmly believe that at least 55% of Americans need therapy.
I say 100%.
Well, I'm saying at
Every-
least 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
I agree with that.
At least that means, all three of y'all probably need some
I
therapy.
mean, I think that we should probably start with you.
Second that emotion.
Well, I love myself a lot.
I can see.
And when you love yourself, you don't need therapy as much. I got gas too.
I would say that you probably need that reflective
That's why I got a mirror.
consultation.
And see, I talk to myself too. You're supposed to talk to yourself.
You are.
The number one person that you get advice from
No,
is yourself.
that should not be the case.
That is the truth.
All in his life. Let's be clear.
So we
Don't do
definitely
that.
have to come back and talk about
Please
this.
do.
Yeah.
Please
So
do.
part 2.
We need to see the whole therapy people.
Look, part
Y'all can come to our office if you want to.
But not
Because
just
black people
that.
need therapy a lot.
But not just that. Music is therapy.
It is.
But rap
talking
music is not.
therapy.
Rap music
I
is therapy.
disagree with
Music
that.
is therapy.
Music
period.
is
What kind of
therapy.
rap?
We're
All
going
of
to get
it.
into that. So I want to have that conversation about therapy, but even talking about what you do and how the two together can help heal people.
Right.
But
Like,
see,
that'll be part.
CBD
Shush.
is
That's
a part
part
of therapy.
That's part 2. Leave it alone. Stop. Right there. They got to go. He'll keep talking. Thank you all.
So if your
Appreciate
dog
it.
gets
Part
killed
2.
and your
See, I
goldfish
can't.
watches it, do you mentor the goldfish?
We're not even.
Come on. It's 10.